What if I told you that 1.4 billion kilometers away, there is a planet with a six-pronged storm raging over its North Pole? A storm so perfect it looks like it was man-made. But who could have created it? NASA, nature, or something? That isn't from Earth. 1980 and 1981, when first NASA's Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 flyby of Saturn. These spacecraft captured visible light images of Saturn's poles from a distance. Scientists noticed a strange geometric pattern near Saturn's North Pole, a hexagonal structure embedded in the cloud tops. But due to limited technology and resolution at the time, the structure wasn't well understood or widely analyzed. At the time, this six-sided jet stream seemed like an anomaly and was mostly forgotten. In 2004, NASA's Cassini spacecraft arrived at Saturn and began detailed observations. By 2006, Cassini's infrared imaging system picked up the hexagonal pattern again, but now in far better resolution. Over the next few years, Cassini used visible, infrared, and ultraviolet cameras to study the storm in depth. The images confirmed the hexagon was not a fluke. It was huge, symmetrical, and persistent. The most iconic images of the storm, showing the sharp hexagonal edges and the spinning central vortex, came in 2012 to 2013, as Saturn's tilt allowed sunlight to illuminate the North Pole. Cassini revealed details that weren't visible in Voyager data. The hexagon is about 30,000 kilometers wide, twice Earth's diameter. Inside is a powerful hurricane-like vortex with hurricane eyes and walls. The storm sits deep in the atmosphere and reaches up to 300 kilometers in height. The hexagon's edges are sharp and do not dissipate, unlike Earth's chaotic storm systems. Cassini noticed that the hexagon changes color over time. Appeared blue during winter, likely due to a lack of sunlight and haze. Turned golden or yellowish during summer as sunlight triggered chemical changes in the atmosphere. This confirmed that the hexagon is affected by seasonal shifts on Saturn, which take approximately 29 Earth years per full cycle. Cassini plunged into Saturn's atmosphere in September 2017, ending its mission. Since then, Earth-based telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope and infrared observatories have tried to track the hexagon's behavior from afar. James Webb Space Telescope has also begun observing Saturn's upper atmosphere and polar regions, potentially contributing new data. But how is this storm formed on Saturn? Well, many different theories have been given about the formation of this storm, and the most widely accepted theory is atmospheric jet stream and wave mechanics. Now, Saturn is a gaseous planet, so it has no solid surface. Its atmosphere is made up of hydrogen and helium, with chemicals such as methane and ammonia also present. And these storms are formed due to differences in wind speeds deep in Saturn's atmosphere. In lab experiments, when fluids rotate at different speeds, they can form geometric shapes, like squares, triangles, or hexagons. And on Saturn, the interaction between fast-moving winds and slower layers may generate a stable hexagonal pattern. But there are some problems with this theory too. Because rapid velocity changes between Saturn's eastward and westward winds can distort the hexagonal shape. While lab tests can create polygons, none perfectly replicate Saturn's hexagon size and longevity. Another idea is that Saturn radiates more heat than it receives from the Sun, which could cause the heat from Saturn's interior to form a self-sustaining storm system. But the problem with this theory is that such patterns are small and chaotic. They cannot form a mass equal to the size of such a large planet. But why this hexagon special and mysterious? The hexagon stretches about 29,000 to 30,000 kilometers across. That's nearly 2.3 times the diameter of Earth. You could fit two Earths side by side inside the hexagon, with room to spare. The central eye of the storm is about 2,000 kilometers wide. The central vortex reaches about 300 kilometers deep into Saturn's atmosphere. For comparison, Earth's troposphere, where our weather happens, is only about 10 to 15 kilometers thick. That makes the hexagon storm 20 to 30 times deeper than Earth's weather systems. The jet stream forming the hexagon has winds blowing at about 320 kilometers per hour. And this has probably been happening for decades, or even centuries. Well, there are similar storms on Jupiter and on Neptune, but none are in a perfect hexagonal shape like this. And that's what makes it even more mysterious. And that is why many scientists do not consider this natural. We believe that Saturn is a gaseous planet with a completely chaotic atmosphere. And in this chaotic atmosphere, this perfect hexagonal storm looks suspiciously unnatural. That is, the corners of this storm are very sharp, the sides are very equal, and it is completely stable. It looks engineered rather than naturally occurring. And this happens only on Saturn's North Pole. There is no such hexagonal storm on the South Pole. Some theorists suggest that the storm is being caused by the influence of something large and artificial hidden beneath Saturn's clouds, an alien base, energy reactor, or atmospheric control system that might be shaping the storm above it. Just as on Earth, sound or vibration waves can create hexagonal or polygonal patterns in fluids. Some sort of alien frequency might be doing the same on Saturn. NASA's Cassini spacecraft orbited Saturn for 13 years and collected a massive amount of data. Some conspiracy theories claim that NASA suppressed or filtered out strange anomalies near the hexagon in publicly released images. Cassini's cameras, especially the infrared ones, sometimes spotted strange glowing spots around the hexagon. They weren't just storms or reflections from the sun. They seemed very organized, as if the light was coming from something artificial. During a few passes over the pole, Cassini's instruments recorded unusual energy bursts, spikes in radio or magnetic fields that didn't match the expected pattern. These could come from an underground energy source or even alien technology. A few times when Cassini flew too close to the pole, its signal would get jumbled or go silent for a while. This wasn't a technical problem. Something interfered with the spacecraft. One theory links Saturn's hexagon to hyperdimensional portals, or wormholes. The hexagon represents a gate or energy vortex used for interstellar travel, similar to the theories about Jupiter or black holes. So far, NASA has denied it, but still. Did Cassini see something that we weren't told about? It's a mystery people can't ignore. What exactly did Cassini see while flying over Saturn's North Pole? Just a weird storm. Or a storm hiding a secret? We may never know, unless someone, somewhere, is hiding the real pictures.